when did you start doing voices? Comedy first or voices first?
It was. I went to school for broadcast journalism,
right?
And at UW,
which, as
Milwaukee.
we all know, is a garbage.
Yeah, well, I just didn't know what to do.
Right.
So I did that, and then I tried some stand-up, but it was really working the voices in. It was different. When I would watch people do impressions on TV or whatever, it was always this horrific setup. There was no writing involved.
Right.
So what I tried to do is take what was hot at the time, basically the observational type of comedy, and turn that into an impression bit. So my bit would be Al Pacino yells for no reason. So take that truth, and now somebody should cast him as a librarian, just because that's what they would do. So he's just yelling, "Where's the B section?" You know, that type of thing. So it's like, take the reality. Or Pacino, my take on him was always, as an actor, they teach you to be curious and amazed by stuff. You don't know what's coming, so you have to pretend. That's the pretending part. Well, Pacino would take that to another level, where somebody turn on a light switch. Wait a second. You flip a switch over there, and a light goes on over there. This is sorcery. So it was that, and then it would call back to the yelling in it. So there was writing involved,
right.
And that was my real take on it. So that's how I started doing. My first impressions on stage were old school hacky, like a Jack Nicholson. I remember going, "This is gonna be fun."
Right.
You know, that
the
kind of
everybody
thing.
does.
Yeah, it was a Reverend Jim from Taxi. Boss, but I also added the Tony Danza and "Let me grab it, thank you very much." So I thought, I'm like, at least there's some innovation. And Robin Williams was a big one that I would do. "Oh my God, who knew?" And people are like, "That's the best impression I've ever seen."
When somebody does a bunch of impressions, you can kind of hear the derivative in each one. You don't have that. Each one is so.
Well, some of it, I think I still hear some of it, and when they're newer, I've just done some of those for 20 years, 30 years, and after you do it for a while, you eventually get your voice out of it if you want to. The odd thing is, people will hear other voices in my voice. So people will hear me say something, they're like, "Are you being Paul Giamatti right now?" Like, "I don't believe I sound anything like it. Wait a second. Is this Paul Giamatti or Heath Ledger's Joker?"
Who do you walk around the house doing? Like, I know when I get stuck with something, I can't drive my wife nuts.
I don't know if there's anything anymore. If it's new, that would be when the last one I could think of was probably the Robert Downey Jr., because you're just always going to belch out a line, that type of thing. That was, I wasn't even trying to do it there. That was going to be a Seth Rogen. I didn't even know I did it. So those, when they just pop in, but that's kind of what my act has become too, is just that, if I hear something starting, I go with it.
Right.